They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. On 2nd down, here's Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hall. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now it's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's picked off near his own 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
After the interception, here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. A shotgun snap for Watson. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got the turnover? We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Underneath for Miller. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So, 2nd catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Yeah, absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So, if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game, too. From the red zone now, Watson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. On second down, Ryan looking deep for Julio. This is caught at the 20. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. A big play there, Ryan to Jones. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Now Ryan on second down. The quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Ryan to Jones, the Falcon connection there for a first. They come out here in the eye. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman punching it in from a yard away. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant's extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good pickup there, a 22.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. What's really difficult.
On 1st and 10, Watson. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Vic Beasley coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
Two jet! Richmond!
From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out left. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tack McKinley in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
There's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They will indeed snap it to Watson. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? Boy, that's some kind of effort. When he caught it, I doubted if he could get there. Knew it was going to be close, but credit him. Really good effort.
How about the rack on that play, the run after catch? But most of the time we think of it as just being an open field and picking up yardage. Sometimes you have to be real physical in order to gain the yardage you need for a 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Tiger!
On 1st down, it's Watson. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson caught left side Hopkins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Richmond! Come back!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he will have a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Texans are in for 6. Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt in there to get him for a loss of 5. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
21.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DJ Reader in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Gets it off to Freeman. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. And he's got Sanu. He's at the 30. And he'll finally be taken down, but he gets inside the Houston 20. Officially a minute 54 to go in this first half. We're back to Houston after this timeout. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And an alley to run. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Forced out to his left. Going deep for Hopkins. Pushed into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by DeMonte Casey. And the return stops just a little bit shy of midfield at the 48-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Ryan. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First down now, but that clock rolling. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Ryan now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's Ryan. Flushed out right. And this one's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Let's go.
2nd and 10, it's Ryan again. And he's wrapped up. Taken down, back at the 25. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for a loss of a yard, and it'll bring up 3rd down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the shotgun, Ryan. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage. Second and 10 now from the 27.
Tiger. Hey. Come back. Tiger. Come back.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Going deep for Hopkins. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've hit it, an abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Come back. Down. Black 22.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come back. Move. Tiger. Hey.
Now it's Watson. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe. The nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain at 21 yards.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
Green the line. Richmond. Tiger.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
To throw on 2nd is Watson. And he's got it. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Jordan Akins from 21 yards away. And the Texans will extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
He got 29 yards that time. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Whitney Merciless in there to get him for his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the gun, Ryan. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Whitney Merciless in there to get him again. The third time he sacked him here tonight. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Operating from the gun. Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jones. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. He's been one of their few bright spots here this afternoon.
And as you pointed out, so far he's gotten his. That's not been the issue at all. But the teammates, the other guys, they've been shut down. That's why the defensive guys have to feel pretty good, even though he's over 100 yards.
Yeah, he topped 100 with that last catch. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. They're going on fourth down. It's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Going underneath, it's Coleman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Tevin Coleman from 10 yards out. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Here's Bosher to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And now running right through it. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He's got the hook up to Miller. Lamar Miller, touchdown, Houston. Lamar Miller, 57 yards. And the Texans will add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
Here's Ryan. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And that'll bring up second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
3rd and long, it's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Down! Black 22! Black 22!
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Vic Beasley in there to drop him for his 2nd sack now here tonight. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the 4th. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Down! Green the line! Green the line! Come back! Come back! Come back! Come back!
Out of the gun, Watson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Hey! Come back! Come back!
Throwing on third down, Watson. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards there as they move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Whitney Merciless in there again. My goodness, that is now his 4th sack tonight. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Ryan now to throw on 3rd down. He's got Sanu. Ryan to Sanu, good for an Atlanta first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
His throw incomplete. Kayvon Webster on the defensive side able to get a hand in.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Gun. Hey.
2nd and 10 now. Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A really nice gain of 25 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance. The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys.
This is caught. It's Sanu this time for a Falcon touchdown. Mohamed Sanu from 10 yards out. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Bryant's extra point up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. Here's Bosher to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he is out of bounds here on the return. And now out comes Houston. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch.
Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Tack McKinley in there to sack him for a loss of 6.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On second down, here's Watson. They'll roll him out right. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Texans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Tiger. Black 99 Philly. Richmond.
From the gun, here's Watson. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Watson on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
Now Watson. And he comes back with one complete. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. The Texans on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Richmond.
Again, it's Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 39 that time. He's played a great game. It continues right there, even with this lead, confident to throw the pass and have the reception made.
There's no doubt who the leader of their team is there? There's no doubt who they want to ride all the way to the finish. Because strategy...
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Demaryius Thomas, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Texans will extend their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Hey, Tuesday.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Gun.
On 1st down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Throwing again. Ryan. The left side completion to Jones. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one goes for 24 yards. Now Ryan on first down. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. From the shotgun, Ryan drops it off for Coleman. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here it's third down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Jadeveon Clowney able to drop him for a loss of 4. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. One last shot for Ryan. And he's going to go down again. Jadeveon Clowney in there to get him for his second sack of the night.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.